फेसबुक ने ऐसे 687 पेजेस को डिलीट कर दिया है जो कांग्रेस से जुड़े हुए अकाउंट थे। वो अकाउंट क्या थे? जिनके अकाउंट धारक फेक थे।
Recently, in a response to the Congress accusing it of being partial with the BJP while applying its hate speech rules, Facebook sent a written reply to the Grand Old Party, assuring of being non-partisan and denouncing hate and bigotry in all forms. This response, however, left the Congress leader, especially Rahul Gandhi, rattled, and he has been on a rant ever since. But the question is why? What exactly is upsetting Congress? The acquisition started after Facebook and Instagram took down thousands of both right-wing and left-wing pages, groups and accounts, justifying it as removing coordinated inauthentic behavior and spam from India and Pakistan. The company said that the accounts were used for targeted campaigns and fake accounts to misrepresent themselves. But the shocking thing among all is that the strike, which included 687 inauthentic pages and accounts, had direct links to individuals associated with the Congress IT cell. The strike on these pages majorly affected the Congress as they lost their platform to malign the Modi government. They often used friendly media to push the inconsistent and incoherent narratives against the Modi government to remain relevant. Moreover, it isn't the first time when Congress tried to manipulate the narratives and spread anti-BJP information. The party was very much in cahoots with the Cambridge Analytica, an infamous and disgraced big data manipulating digital firm. Congress used the services of Cambridge Analytica during multiple assembly polls, including the 2010 Bihar elections. The firm weaponized FB data and algorithms to interfere in the electoral process. Again in 2018, when Congress embarked on a mission to give a complete makeover to Gandhi Sky and Rahul Gandhi, who has always been the subject of spontaneous mockery and ridicule by the people, the party was caught red-handed engaging with the same firm. But no Congress leader raised any voice of concern all this while, because their agenda of running an anti-Modi machinery had been running unaffected since before the 2019 elections. Well, if what Congress is accusing Facebook of was true, why would BJP allow such pages to even garner the attention that they did instead of nipping them in the bud a long time ago? Why would the government let something be put out which is not just false but also detrimental to the government? The answer is fairly simple, because the government does not control these platforms. In the run-up to the 2019 general elections, Facebook unilaterally took down over 700 pages, most of them sympathetic to the nationalist narrative. But nobody from the center or BJP said a word, as it was a matter between the page owners and the platform. The ruling party had no part to play in this entire matter. In his usual hypocritical self, as Congress picks up yet another trivial issue to accuse the Modi government, let's look at some points that highlight a different story. Post the meeting between Rahul Gandhi and Jack Dorsey of Twitter, the platform has launched an attack on several right-wing handles. Prominent media personality Anand Ranganathan, whose views are often inimical to leftist consensus, had his Twitter account suspended for having quoted a verse from the Quran. But in contrast, Asauddin Owaisi, the torchbearer of hate speech, now dead Burhan Wani, JNU's Kanhaiya Kumar, and a few other members of the Tukde Tukde gang managed to build their popularity through anti-BJP posts from Twitter in addition to Facebook and Instagram. The Congress accused the BJP of inciting hatred and violence via the social media platforms, but the same party went into hiding when party president Sonia Gandhi made a divisive speech that was streamed live on Facebook, leading to wide-scale rioting, death and destruction in Delhi and a few other parts of the country. But after the strike, Congress and the left haven't come to terms with the fact that they can no more spread false narratives against the government. They have realized that their business and existence has now doomed to extinction. The startling revelations clearly demand a criminal investigation against the Congress for trying to defame the government. If you agree, share this video to show how Congress intentions and actions, through covered under the skin of concern, have always been aimed at preserving self interest over national interest.